television producer, and writer Paul Henning crafted iconic sitcoms, with Petticoat Junction nestled between the Beverly Hillbillies and Green Acres. This series featured his daughter Linda Kay, and, while it may not have the same recognition as its counterparts, it holds a special place in the hearts of those who grew up in the 60s. The show captured the charm of rural life, and the quirky dynamics of the characters living at the Shady Rest Hotel. Betty Jo, one of the central characters, navigated her relationships with a mix of innocence and curiosity. Her interactions with the male characters often hinted at deeper emotions, leading to moments of tension and humor. The storyline often revolved around misunderstandings and the pursuit of love, showcasing the complexities of young romance. Betty Jo's character development reflected the era's values, emphasizing friendship and loyalty, while also exploring the nuances of attraction. The show's lighthearted approach to these themes made it a memorable part of television history. The rural comedy about a train stop hotel between Hooterville and Pixley delighted audiences with its talented cast, right down to the masterful dog. The story takes place at the Shady Rest Hotel, which is run by Kate Bradley and her three daughters, Billy Jo, Bobby Jo, and Betty Jo, along with her uncle Joe Carson. The show captures the charm of small-town life and the quirky characters that inhabit it. Early on, the focus is more on the Hooterville Cannonball, a vintage steam-driven train from the 1890s. This train operates more like a taxi service, with engineer Charlie Pratt and fireman and railway conductor Floyd Smoot at the helm. The interactions between the characters and their adventures create a light-hearted atmosphere that resonates with viewers. The show combines humor with heartwarming moments, showcasing the close-knit community and the unique challenges they face. The blend of family dynamics and the whimsical nature of the train adds to the show's appeal, making it a beloved classic in television history. The Hooterville Cannonball was a beloved part of the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction. This charming train often made unscheduled stops, allowing the crew to enjoy fishing or gather fruit for Kate's famous apple butter and pies. The single-tracked Hooterville to Pixley spur line had an interesting history, having been cut off from the rest of the railroad 2 decades earlier due to the demolition of a trestle. This unique setting provided a backdrop for many of the show's plotlines, particularly the struggles of railroad executive Homer Bedloe, who frequently tried to shut down the Cannonball and scrap it for parts. The train was not just a mode of transportation, it was a symbol of the community's spirit and resilience. Youngest daughter Betty Jo often took the opportunity to take the throttle, showcasing her adventurous tomboy nature. Her love for the train added a delightful layer to the series, making the Hooterville Cannonball a central character in its own right. The interactions between the characters and the train created memorable moments that resonated with viewers, highlighting the charm of small-town life and the importance of community connections. The Cannonball was more than just a train, it represented freedom, adventure, and the simple joys of life in Hooterville. Trips on the Cannonball usually include a stop in Hooterville at Drucker's store, run by Sam Drucker. This store serves as the local hub for the community, where the menfolk gather to play checkers and engage in friendly conversation. Sam Drucker, the store's owner, is not just a businessman, he is also the postmaster, making his store an essential part of daily life in Hooterville. The telephone in his store acts as a lifeline for the Brady family, Uncle Joe, and other residents, connecting them to the outside world. The store is filled with various goods, and its shelves reflect the needs of the local community. Sam's friendly demeanor and willingness to help make him a beloved character. The interactions that take place in the store often lead to humorous situations and serve as a backdrop for many of the show's storylines. The store is more than just a place to shop. It is a gathering spot where friendships are formed and community bonds are strengthened. The charm of Drucker's store adds to the overall warmth and appeal of the series, making it a memorable part of Hooterville's landscape. The lively atmosphere and the characters that frequent the store contribute to the show's enduring popularity. The simple yet engaging life in Hooterville, centered around Sam Drucker's store, captures the essence of small-town living. The Shady Rest Hotel serves as the charming backdrop for the series Petticoat Junction. This old-fashioned Victorian-style hotel is a place where guests experience a unique sense of community. They share bathing facilities, which adds to the quaint and nostalgic atmosphere of the setting. The large dining room table is a central feature, where guests gather to enjoy meals together, fostering a warm and inviting environment. Kate Bradley, the matriarch of the family, is known for her exceptional cooking skills. She prepares some of the most sumptuous and enjoyable meals that one can imagine, all made on a wood-burning stove. Her specialty, chicken and dumplings, is a highlight of the dining experience at the Shady Rest. The hotel not only provides lodging, but also a sense of belonging, making it a beloved spot for both guests and viewers alike. The interactions among the characters, combined with the delightful meals, create a heartwarming atmosphere that resonates throughout the series. The Shady Rest Hotel is more than just a place to stay. It is a home filled with laughter, love, and delicious food. The idea for the show came from Paul Henning's wife, Ruth. She inspired the creation of Petticoat Junction by sharing her fond memories of visiting her grandmother's hotel in Eldon, Missouri. This hotel, known as the Burris Hotel, served as the model for the fictional Shady Rest Hotel in the series. Ruth often reminisced about her childhood adventures at the hotel, which sparked the imagination of Paul Henning. The stories she shared about her experiences, and those of her mother, became the foundation for many of the plots in the show. The setting, characters, and even the train that brought guests to the hotel were influenced by Ruth's nostalgic tales. This connection to real-life experiences added a layer of authenticity to the series, making it relatable to viewers. The charm of the Shady Rest and its quirky inhabitants captured the hearts of audiences, allowing them to escape into a simpler, more joyful world. The blend of humor and heartwarming moments made Petticoat Junction a beloved part of television history. Seemingly everything on Petticoat Junction was a star, down to the vehicles and the animals. The locomotive that served as the Hooterville Cannonball was a real storied Hollywood choo-choo. The Sierra No. 3 got its start early in westerns, chugging along with Gary Cooper in The Virginian and High Noon, among many more shows. This grand machine became a beloved character in its own right, capturing the hearts of viewers with its charming presence. The train was not just a mode of transportation, it was a symbol of adventure and nostalgia, representing a simpler time in American life. Its steam engine and vintage design added to the show's quaint charm, making it an integral part of the storyline. The Hooterville Cannonball was often seen transporting the characters to various escapades, showcasing the beauty of the countryside. The locomotive's journey continued well into the 1990s, proving its lasting appeal and connection to the rich history of American cinema. The Sierra No. 3 remains a cherished piece of television history, embodying the spirit of Petticoat Junction and the era it represented. Higgins the dog stands out as one of the most beloved characters in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. His charm and playful antics captured the hearts of viewers, making him a memorable part of the show. At this stage in his career, Higgins was still developing his skills as an actor. Although he was simply known as the dog on the sitcom, his talent was evident. The character he portrayed brought joy and laughter to the audience, contributing significantly to the show's appeal. As the series progressed, Higgins became more than just a pet. He was a key player in many storylines, often finding himself in humorous situations that showcased his intelligence and personality. This role was just the beginning for Higgins, as he would later achieve even greater fame. After Petticoat Junction, he transitioned into a more prominent role as Benji, the lovable mixed-breed dog in a series of films. This transformation from a supporting character in a sitcom to a leading role in movies solidified his status as a household name. His journey reflects the potential for growth and success in the entertainment industry, especially for animal actors. Higgins' legacy continues to be celebrated, reminding audiences of the joy that pets can bring to our lives. The Ladybugs were a fictional band formed by the characters Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. This charming show featured the three sisters who lived in the rural town of Hooterville. In a fun twist, they created their own band called the Ladybugs, inspired by the music craze of the time. Their band was a playful nod to the popular music scene, especially during the height of Beatlemania, which captivated audiences across the globe. In 1964, the Ladybugs made a memorable appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, a program known for showcasing musical acts and comedy. Ed Sullivan, a prominent television host, was so taken with the idea of this fictional band that he invited them to perform on his show, as if they were a real act. This moment highlighted the cultural impact of the Beatles and similar bands, as even fictional characters could join in the excitement. The Brady daughters, inspired by this wave of music, also caught the mop flop fever and formed their own tribute band, further emphasizing the influence of the Ladybugs and the era's music trends. The blend of humor and music in Petticoat Junction made it a beloved series, capturing the spirit of the 1960s. Frank Cady's roles in television during the 1960s showcased his remarkable talent and versatility. He became well known for his character Sam Drucker, who was a beloved figure in the series Petticoat Junction. This character was not just limited to one show. He also appeared in the spin-off Green Acres and in the Beverly Hillbillies. This unique situation made Frank Cady the only actor to portray the same character across 3 different television series at the same time. Many viewers recognized him as Doc Williams from The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, but it was his role as Sam Drucker that truly highlighted his ability to connect with audiences. His character was often seen as a friendly and helpful storekeeper, providing a sense of community in the fictional town of Hooterville. By the end of the 1960s, Cady was juggling appearances on all 3 shows, which was a remarkable feat in the television industry. His performances left a lasting impression on fans and contributed to the charm of these classic series. In the series Petticoat Junction, the setting plays a crucial role in shaping the story and characters. The Shady Rest Hotel, where much of the action takes place, is located in a fictional town called Hooterville. While Hooterville itself is not a real place, it is often associated with the nearby tiny town of Pixley in California. However, many fans speculate that the events of the show likely take place in Missouri. This theory stems from the original title of the series, which was Ozark Widow, hinting at a connection to the Ozark region. Other working titles included During and Whistle Stop, but the creators ultimately chose Petticoat Junction, believing it to be a more fitting name. Interestingly, despite the title, the hotel is not technically a junction, which adds a layer of charm and whimsy to the series. The setting serves as a backdrop for the humorous and heartwarming stories of the characters, making it an integral part of the show's appeal. Casting the Brady girls was a significant part of the creation of the beloved television series Petticoat Junction. The girls on the show were the highlight of each week's episode, bringing charm and energy to the storylines. Paul Henning, the show's creator, faced a monumental task in selecting the right actresses for these roles. He ended up interviewing over 1,500 women to find the perfect fit for the characters. This extensive search showcased his dedication to ensuring that the cast would resonate with audiences. Among the many talented women he considered, one stood out in a special way. He chose his own daughter, Linda Henning, to be part of the cast. This decision not only added a personal touch to the show, but also highlighted the strong family connections often found in the entertainment industry. The chemistry among the cast members, including Linda, contributed to the show's success and made it a memorable part of television history. The dynamic between the characters and their adventures in the fictional town of Hooterville captured the hearts of viewers, making Petticoat Junction a classic series that continues to be fondly remembered. Sharon Tate was originally cast to play the role of the eldest sister, Billie Jo, in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. Although she participated in screen tests and posed for publicity pictures, she was never actually filmed in the part. Some sources suggest that Tate lacked the experience needed for the role, but the real reason for her replacement was more complicated. Earlier that year, she had posed for nude photographs that were later published in Playboy magazine. The show's chief sponsor, Ivory Soap, was concerned about the potential backlash and the risk of losing their sponsorship if word got out about Tate's past. As a result, she was quickly replaced by another actress. This decision highlights the challenges and pressures faced by women in the entertainment industry during that era, where public image and sponsorships often dictated casting choices. The impact of such decisions can be seen in the careers of many actresses who navigated similar situations. The series itself went on to become a beloved classic, but Tate's brief connection to it remains a notable footnote in her career. As the story unfolds, Linda K. Henning found herself in a significant role on the beloved television series Petticoat Junction, largely due to her father being the producer of the show. This connection, however, did not overshadow the genuine chemistry that developed between her character and Mike Miner's character. Their on-screen romance became a central element of the show, captivating audiences and contributing to its success. From the very first day on set, Mike Miner approached Linda with confidence, asking her out. Initially, Linda was taken aback, suspecting that his interest might be a strategic move to impress her father. Despite her reservations, she was intrigued by his boldness and decided to accept his invitation, curious to discover his true intentions. This dynamic not only enriched their performances, but also added a layer of authenticity to the series, making it a memorable part of television history. Their relationship, both on and off the screen, played a crucial role in establishing Petticoat Junction as a hit show, resonating with viewers who appreciated the wholesome and charming portrayal of romance. The blend of their talents and the genuine connection they shared helped to create a lasting legacy for the series, ensuring its place in the hearts of fans for years to come. After their first meeting, she was captivated by his confidence and charm. This initial impression led her to want to see him in action, which sparked a connection between them. As they spent more time together, it became clear to everyone on the set that they were falling in love. Their chemistry was undeniable, and the atmosphere around them changed as they became a couple. Eventually, they decided to marry, and their relationship was filled with excitement and passion. However, despite the strong start, their marriage did not last long. They faced challenges that proved too difficult to overcome, leading to their divorce. The brief union was marked by the initial thrill of their romance, but it ultimately ended as they realized they were not meant to be together in the long run. The story of their relationship serves as a reminder of how quickly love can blossom, and how sometimes even the most promising beginnings can lead to unexpected endings. Petticoat Junction, which premiered in 1963 on CBS, is often remembered as a charming and wholesome family series that captured the essence of a simpler time. Many viewers, particularly those who grew up during its original run, fondly recall the show as a delightful escape that provided wholesome entertainment without the worry of inappropriate content. One reviewer, reflecting on their experiences, noted that they would feel comfortable allowing their grandchildren to watch the series, highlighting its family-friendly nature. This sentiment resonates with many who appreciate the nostalgic value of the show, as it evokes memories of watching it with loved ones, such as grandparents. The series is frequently compared to other classic sitcoms like The Beverly Hillbillies and Green Acres, which also enjoyed popularity during the same era. These shows, while reflective of their time, are seen as timeless by those who grew up with them. However, there is an acknowledgement that the tastes of modern audiences have shifted, and such shows might not achieve the same level of success if introduced today. This contrast between past and present highlights the evolution of television and the changing expectations of viewers. A significant point of discussion among fans is the impact of the show's early seasons, which some believe were among the funniest and most innovative. Unfortunately, a decision made by Viacom in the early 1970s to exclude the first 2 seasons from syndication has led to a diminished appreciation of these episodes. Many fans argue that this decision deprived new audiences of experiencing the full breadth of the show's humor and creativity, which could have solidified its place alongside other iconic series like The Andy Griffith Show. The color episodes, which aired from 1965 to 1970, are often viewed as a different entity, and some fans feel that the earlier episodes deserve more recognition. The character of Kate, portrayed by Bea Benaderet, is often highlighted as a central figure in the show's success. Her untimely death at a young age is mourned by fans who believe she was the heart of the series. The opportunity given to her by Paul Henning to take on a starring role is seen as a significant moment in television history, showcasing her talent and the importance of strong female characters in sitcoms. The supporting cast also received praise, contributing to the show's overall charm and appeal. In summary, Petticoat Junction remains a beloved series for many, evoking nostalgia and fond memories of family viewing. While it may not resonate with contemporary audiences in the same way, its legacy endures among those who appreciate its wholesome humor and the simpler values it represented. The discussions surrounding its early seasons and the impact of its characters reflect a deep appreciation for a show that, despite the passage of time, continues to hold a special place in the hearts of its fans. As we wrap up our exploration of the beloved 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a world filled with charm and laughter, we invite you to stay tuned for an exciting bonus segment. What happened to the talented cast after the final curtain fell? Did they continue to shine in the spotlight, or did they take unexpected paths? From the iconic characters that captured our hearts to the behind-the-scenes stories that shaped their journeys, this segment promises to reveal fascinating insights and surprising twists. Discover the legacies left behind by the stars of Petticoat Junction and how their lives unfolded in the years that followed. You won't want to miss this captivating look at the lives of those who brought the show to life. Stay with us as we delve deeper into the stories that continue to resonate long after the show ended. June Lockhart portrayed Dr. Janet Craig in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a character known for her intelligence and independence. Dr. Craig was a progressive figure for her time, representing women in professional roles. Lockhart's performance brought depth to the character, making her a memorable part of the show. After Petticoat Junction, Lockhart continued her acting career, appearing in various television shows and films, but she faced challenges. In the late 1970s, she experienced personal hardships, including the tragic death of her daughter Anne in a car accident. This event deeply affected her, leading to a period of grief and reflection. Lockhart also faced financial difficulties, which led her to take on roles in less prominent productions. Despite these struggles, she remained resilient, continuing to work in the industry. In her later years, Lockhart became involved in charity work, focusing on animal rights and education. The last known information indicates she passed away in 2021, leaving behind a legacy of talent and strength. Parley Baer portrayed bailiff Vince Tucker in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. His character was a steadfast presence in the courtroom, often providing comic relief while navigating the quirky dynamics of the show. Baer's performance was marked by a blend of authority and humor, making Vince Tucker a memorable figure in the series. After Petticoat Junction, Baer continued to work in television, appearing in various shows such as The Andy Griffith Show and The Twilight Zone. His voice acting was also notable, contributing to animated series like The Jetsons. Baer's life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the struggles of maintaining a career in a competitive industry. He experienced the pressures of typecasting, which limited his roles despite his versatility. In the late 1970s, Baer encountered financial difficulties, leading to a period of uncertainty. He also dealt with the loss of loved ones, which deeply affected him. In his later years, Baer remained active in the entertainment industry, but details about his final years are sparse. He passed away in 2002, leaving behind a legacy of diverse performances. His life reflects the complexities of an actor's journey, marked by both triumphs and tribulations. Ruth Davis portrayed Floyd Smoot in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a character known for his quirky charm and comedic presence. Davis brought a unique energy to the role, making Floyd a memorable part of the show's ensemble. His performance resonated with audiences, showcasing his ability to blend humor with a touch of sincerity. After Petticoat Junction, Davis's career continued in television and film, but he faced challenges that would shape his life. He struggled with typecasting, often being seen only as a comedic actor, which limited his opportunities for more serious roles. In his personal life, Davis encountered significant hardships. He faced financial difficulties that led to a decline in his career. There were whispers of scandals that surrounded him, including rumored conflicts with producers and co-stars, which contributed to his fading presence in Hollywood. Despite these challenges, he remained resilient, taking on smaller roles and guest appearances. The last known information about Ruth Davis indicates that he lived a quiet life away from the spotlight until his passing in 1981. His legacy remains in the hearts of fans who remember his contributions to television. Jimmy Hawkins played Orville Meigs in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. His character was a charming yet somewhat naive young man, often caught in humorous situations involving the show's central family. Hawkins brought a youthful energy to the role, which resonated with audiences during the show's run. After Petticoat Junction, Hawkins faced challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched his early success, leading to a gradual decline in his acting opportunities. In his personal life, Hawkins encountered significant hardships. He faced financial difficulties and battled the pressures of fame, which took a toll on his mental health. There were rumors of scandals that surrounded him, including struggles with substance abuse, which he later sought help for. Despite these challenges, Hawkins remained resilient, eventually transitioning into a career behind the camera as a producer and director. The last known information about Hawkins indicates that he has largely stepped away from the public eye, living a quieter life away from the spotlight. His journey reflects the complexities of fame and the personal battles that can accompany it. Linda Henning portrayed Betty Jo Bradley in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. Her character was a spirited young woman living in a rural setting, often caught in humorous situations with her family and friends. Henning's performance brought charm and warmth to the role, making Betty Jo a beloved character among viewers. After Petticoat Junction ended in 1970, Henning faced various challenges in her career. She struggled to find roles that matched her earlier success, leading to a decline in her visibility in Hollywood. In her personal life, Henning encountered significant hardships. She faced a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which took a toll on her mental health. There were rumors of struggles with depression, and she became somewhat reclusive in her later years. Despite these challenges, she remained resilient, occasionally appearing in guest roles on television and participating in fan conventions. The last known information about Henning indicates that she has largely stayed out of the public eye, living a quiet life away from the spotlight. Her legacy as Betty Jo remains, but the details of her later life remain shrouded in mystery. Bea Benaderet portrayed Kate Bradley in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a role that showcased her talent for blending warmth with a touch of humor. Kate, the matriarch of the Bradley family, was a strong, nurturing figure who managed the family's inn while dealing with the quirky characters around her. Benaderet's performance was marked by a genuine charm that resonated with audiences, making her a beloved figure in the series. After Petticoat Junction, Benaderet continued to work in television, lending her voice to characters in animated series like The Flintstones, where she voiced Betty Rubble. However, her life was not without challenges. In the late 1970s, she faced personal hardships, including a battle with cancer that ultimately led to her passing in 1968. Despite her illness, she remained dedicated to her craft, continuing to work until her health declined. Benaderet's legacy is marked by her contributions to television and her ability to connect with audiences. Her life was a mix of professional success and personal struggles, reflecting the complexities of a woman who navigated the entertainment industry with grace. The last known information about her indicates that she is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike, a testament to her enduring impact on television history. Laurie Saunders portrayed Bobby Jo Bradley in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a character known for her intelligence and ambition. Bobby Jo was the middle daughter of the Bradley family, often depicted as a bookish young woman with dreams beyond the small town of Hooterville. Saunders brought depth to the role, making Bobby Jo relatable and memorable. After Petticoat Junction ended in 1970, Saunders faced challenges in her career. She appeared in various television shows and films, but struggled to find roles that matched her earlier success. In her personal life, Saunders encountered significant hardships. She faced a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which took a toll on her mental health. There were rumors of struggles with depression, and she often found solace in her love for animals, particularly horses. Despite these challenges, she remained resilient, focusing on her family and personal interests. As of the latest information, Laurie Saunders has largely stayed out of the public eye, living a quiet life away from Hollywood. Her contributions to television remain appreciated, but details about her current activities are scarce. Edgar Buchanan portrayed Uncle Joe Carson in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a character known for his humorous yet cunning personality. Uncle Joe was a schemer, often devising plans to make money, which added a layer of complexity to his character. Buchanan's performance brought warmth and charm, making Uncle Joe a beloved figure among viewers. After Petticoat Junction ended, Buchanan continued to work in television and film, appearing in various roles that showcased his versatility. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. Buchanan also dealt with health issues later in life, including a battle with cancer. Despite these struggles, he maintained a positive outlook and continued to act until his health declined. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 1979, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a lasting impact on the entertainment industry. Meredith Macrae portrayed Billie Jo Bradley in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a role that showcased her charm and talent. Billie Jo, the middle daughter, was known for her aspirations of becoming a singer and her romantic entanglements, which added depth to her character. Macrae's performance resonated with audiences, making her a beloved figure in the show. After Petticoat Junction, Macrae's career continued with various television appearances, including roles in shows like My Three Sons and The Brady Bunch. However, her life was not without challenges. She faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actor and director Greg Mullivet, which ended in divorce. Macrae also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including the struggle to maintain her image in an industry that often prioritized youth and beauty. In her later years, she became involved in charitable work, focusing on issues like education and health. Tragically, Meredith Macrae passed away in 2000 from brain cancer, leaving behind a legacy marked by both her artistic contributions and her personal battles. The last known information about her life highlights her resilience and dedication to her passions, even in the face of adversity. Virginia Sale portrayed Selma Plout in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. Selma was a quirky character known for her eccentric personality and humorous interactions with the other residents of Hooterville. Sale's performance brought a unique charm to the role, making Selma memorable among the show's colorful cast. After Petticoat Junction, Sale's career continued with various television appearances, but she faced challenges that overshadowed her professional life. In the late 1970s, Sale encountered personal hardships, including financial difficulties that led to her living in a modest apartment. She struggled with health issues, including a battle with cancer, which took a toll on her spirit. Despite these challenges, Sale remained resilient, often reflecting on her past with a sense of nostalgia. In her later years, she became somewhat of a recluse, distancing herself from the public eye. The last known information about Virginia Sale indicates that she passed away in 1992, leaving behind a legacy marked by both her contributions to television and the personal struggles she faced. Her life serves as a reminder of the complexities behind the smiles of those in the entertainment industry. Charles Lane portrayed Homer Bedloe in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a character known for his scheming and often antagonistic nature. Bedloe was a railroad executive who frequently clashed with the show's protagonists, adding tension and humor to the narrative. Lane's performance was marked by a distinctive blend of charm and malice, making Bedloe a memorable figure in the series. After Petticoat Junction, Lane continued to work in television and film, appearing in various roles that showcased his versatility as an actor. However, his career was not without challenges. Lane faced personal hardships, including financial difficulties and the pressures of maintaining a public persona. He was involved in a notable scandal in the 1970s when he was accused of tax evasion, which cast a shadow over his later years. Despite these struggles, Lane remained active in the industry until his passing in 2007. His last known information indicates that he lived a quiet life, reflecting on his extensive career while dealing with the complexities of fame. Barry Kelly portrayed Sheriff Vic Crandall in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a role that showcased his ability to blend authority with a touch of humor. Kelly's character was often seen navigating the quirky dynamics of the fictional town, providing a steady presence amid the show's lighthearted chaos. After Petticoat Junction, Kelly's career continued with various roles in television and film, but he struggled to find a project that matched the popularity of his earlier work. In his personal life, Kelly faced significant challenges. He dealt with financial difficulties that stemmed from the unpredictable nature of acting jobs. There were whispers of scandals that surrounded him, including rumored conflicts with co-stars and issues with alcohol, which cast a shadow over his later years. Despite these hardships, Kelly remained dedicated to his craft, taking on smaller roles and guest appearances. The last known information about Barry Kelly indicates that he lived a quiet life away from the spotlight, with little public information available about his final years. His legacy remains tied to his memorable role as Sheriff Crandall, a character that continues to resonate with fans of classic television. Eva Gabor portrayed Lisa Douglas in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, bringing charm and sophistication to the role of a glamorous city woman adjusting to rural life. Her character was known for her wit and elegance, often providing a contrast to the more down-to-earth characters around her. Gabor's performance was marked by a unique blend of humor and grace, making Lisa a memorable figure in the series. After Petticoat Junction, Gabor's career continued with various television appearances and voice roles, including her work in the animated series The Aristocats. However, her personal life was marked by challenges. Gabor faced multiple marriages, with her most notable being to actor and producer Charles Gabor, which ended in divorce. She also dealt with financial difficulties, including a bankruptcy filing in the 1990s, which revealed the darker side of her glamorous image. In her later years, Gabor struggled with health issues, including a serious illness that led to her hospitalization. Despite these hardships, she maintained a public persona of elegance and resilience. The last known information about Gabor indicates that she passed away in 1995, leaving behind a legacy of both talent and complexity. Her life story serves as a reminder of the often hidden struggles behind the facade of fame. Hank Worden portrayed Roy Turlock in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. His character was a quirky, eccentric figure who often found himself in humorous situations, providing comic relief in the show. Worden's performance was memorable, showcasing his ability to blend humor with a touch of wisdom. After Petticoat Junction, Worden continued to act in various films and television shows, often cast in roles that highlighted his unique persona. He appeared in notable films such as The Searchers and McClintock, where his rugged appearance and distinctive voice made a lasting impression. Despite his success, Worden faced personal hardships. He struggled with the challenges of aging in the entertainment industry, often finding it difficult to secure roles as he grew older. His life was marked by a series of personal tragedies, including the loss of loved ones, which deeply affected him. Worden was known to have battled depression, a struggle that remained largely hidden from the public eye. In his later years, he lived a reclusive life, away from the spotlight, and passed away in 1992. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite his fame, faced the shadows of personal demons and the inevitable passage of time. Frank Cady portrayed Sam Drucker in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a character known for his role as the local storekeeper and a source of wisdom in the small town of Hooterville. Cady's performance brought a blend of humor and sincerity, making Sam a beloved figure among viewers. After Petticoat Junction, Cady continued to act, appearing in various television shows and films, but none matched the iconic status of his role in Hooterville. His career included guest spots on series like The Twilight Zone and The Andy Griffith Show, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Cady faced personal hardships, including the loss of his wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the challenges of aging in the entertainment industry, where opportunities can dwindle. Despite these struggles, he maintained a low profile, avoiding scandals that often plague public figures. In his later years, Cady lived a quiet life, passing away in 2012 at the age of 96. His legacy remains in the hearts of fans who remember his warm portrayal of Sam Drucker. Last known information indicates that he was well respected and remembered fondly by his peers. Rosemary DeCamp portrayed Aunt Helen in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a character known for her warmth and wisdom. DeCamp's performance brought depth to the role, making Aunt Helen a beloved figure among viewers. Her ability to balance humor with heartfelt moments showcased her talent and made her a memorable part of the show. After Petticoat Junction, DeCamp continued her career in television and film, appearing in various productions, but her later years were marked by personal challenges. She faced significant hardships, including the loss of her husband, which deeply affected her. DeCamp also dealt with health issues, including a battle with cancer, which she fought with resilience. Despite these struggles, she remained active in the entertainment industry for many years. The last known information about her indicates that she passed away in 2001, leaving behind a legacy of strong performances and a life filled with both triumphs and trials. Smiley Burnette portrayed Charlie Pratt in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, bringing a unique charm to the character. Charlie was a kind-hearted, yet somewhat bumbling handyman, often caught in humorous situations. Burnette's performance added warmth and depth to the show, making Charlie a memorable figure among the ensemble cast. After Petticoat Junction, Burnette's career faced challenges. He struggled to find roles that matched his earlier success, leading to a decline in his visibility in the entertainment industry. His life was marked by personal hardships, including financial difficulties and health issues. Burnette faced a significant scandal when he was involved in a legal dispute over a contract, which tarnished his reputation. Despite these challenges, he remained dedicated to his craft, performing in various venues and shows. The last known information about Burnette indicates that he passed away in 1967, leaving behind a legacy of resilience amid the trials he faced. His contributions to television and music continue to be remembered. Regis Toomey portrayed Dr. Barton Stewart in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. His character was a charming and intelligent doctor who often found himself entangled in the lives of the show's female characters. Toomey's performance brought a sense of warmth and humor, making Dr. Stewart a memorable figure in the series. After Petticoat Junction, Toomey's career continued, but he faced challenges that would shape his life. He had a long history in Hollywood, appearing in numerous films and television shows since the 1920s. However, the transition to the 1970s brought difficulties, including a decline in roles and the struggle to adapt to changing audience tastes. Toomey's personal life was marked by hardships, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He faced financial difficulties in his later years, leading to a quieter life away from the spotlight. Despite these challenges, he remained a respected figure in the industry. The last known information about Toomey indicates that he passed away in 1991, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles and a life filled with both triumphs and trials. Eddie Albert portrayed Oliver Wendell Douglas in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, a character that embodied the struggle between urban sophistication and rural simplicity. Douglas, a New York City lawyer, sought a quieter life in the countryside, often finding himself at odds with the eccentricities of small-town life. Albert's performance brought depth to the character, showcasing a blend of humor and frustration as he navigated the challenges of his new environment. After Petticoat Junction, Albert's career continued to flourish, with notable roles in films and television. He received acclaim for his performances in movies like Roman Holiday and The Longest Yard. However, his life was not without turmoil. Albert faced personal hardships, including the loss of his beloved wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including the constant scrutiny of his private life. In his later years, Albert became an advocate for environmental issues, reflecting a commitment to causes he believed in. He lived a life marked by both triumphs and tragedies, leaving a complex legacy. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 2005, leaving behind a rich history of contributions to film and television, as well as a commitment to social causes that defined his later years. Elvia Allman portrayed Selma Plout in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction. Selma was a quirky character known for her eccentric personality and humorous interactions with the other residents of Hooterville. Allman's performance brought a unique charm to the role, making Selma a memorable part of the show. After Petticoat Junction, Allman continued her career in television and film, appearing in various productions, but she faced challenges in her personal life. Allman experienced significant hardships, including the loss of her husband, which deeply affected her. She also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where maintaining a public image could be daunting. Despite these struggles, she remained resilient and continued to work in the industry. In her later years, Allman became more reclusive, stepping away from the spotlight. The last known information about her indicates that she lived a quiet life until her passing in 1992. Her legacy remains in the hearts of fans who remember her for her distinctive roles and contributions to television. As we wrap up our look at the beloved 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, we reflect on the charm and warmth it brought to viewers. The show, set in the fictional town of Hooterville, featured the Bradley sisters and their adventures at the Shady Rest Hotel. It captured the essence of family, friendship, and small-town life, resonating with audiences during its run. The series faced challenges, including changes in cast and shifts in viewer preferences, yet it maintained a loyal fan base. The characters, played by talented actors like B. Benaderet and Linda K. Henning, became iconic figures in television history. Their stories of love, laughter, and resilience continue to evoke nostalgia. Did you watch Petticoat Junction in your childhood? What memories do you have connected to this classic show? We invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences help keep the spirit of Petticoat Junction alive.